Welcome into the recap of the Bulls' 110-101 loss to the Toronto Raptors on Thursday night at the United Center here in Chicago. I'm David Kaplan. It's brought to you by our great partners at the Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Chevy dealers. They are the official truck partners of the Chicago Bears and our partners at Tasty Trade. Stocks, crypto, futures, options. Open your online trading account at tastytrade.com. That's seven consecutive losses for the Chicago Bulls. And once you pick the lane that you're tanking, just keep losing games. But let me watch young players that play hard and at least give you some level of compete and want to on the court. And I saw both tonight. Bulls got it all the way down to a 2-point game late. And then Toronto made free throws, scored a couple of quick hoops, and ball game over. 23 turnovers for the Chicago Bulls. 23 turnovers. But my question that I want to ask you is this. If you own the team, well, if you own the team or I own the team, we'd run it a whole lot differently. But if you were the owner now and you tore this thing apart, why would you let this awful front office be the ones that try to put it back together again? Someone told me that the Reinsdorfs don't want to buy out the last 2 years of Arturas and Mark Eversley and company. But my question is, it's a sunk cost. You already signed them to those extensions. They're bad at their jobs. They failed before. Why would you then allow them to be the ones to orchestrate yet another rebuild? They're horrible at their jobs. They're just bad. That's just a fact. Everybody that was screaming, fire Garpax, those guys look like rocket scientists next to these two guys because they are bad times 10. Real quick look at the stats for Toronto. Scotty Barnes, who's probably their second best player behind Ingram, 14, 9, and 5. Ingram tonight, 31, 8, and 6. And then for the Chicago Bulls, Matas was not good, 4.6 rebounds and assists, and 0 of 7 from 3. 0 of 7, 16 for Okoro, 20 for Anthony Simons, and a dozen for Trey Jones with 6 assists. Bulls lose. Not a shock. Keep it going. Billy Donovan did not coach today. By the way, the passing of his father, he was with his family, and it was Wes Unseld Jr., but doesn't matter. Bulls don't have any talent. Bulls are a bad organization, and they lose their 7th straight. Hallelujah. Keep losing games. Take that.